Hey guys, I'm back with another Batmobile, and this time we're going to be looking at another model that I know has received some mixed reviews from collectors, mostly because of the design. This is the Eaglemoss model of the Batmobile from Batman and Robin Volume 2, Number 5. I wanted to do this one because Robin, Damian Wayne, has been a focal point lately in the Batman and Robin books. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that Damian Wayne died, and now the hunt has been on for Damian's body in the storylines The Hunt for Robin, and now Robin Rises, which I think we all know will likely lead to Damian's triumphant return. Now, the story arc that this Batmobile comes from in Batman and Robin number 5 deals with Batman searching for Damien. At the beginning of the New 52, the main antagonist for Batman and Robin is a character from Bruce Wayne's past who goes by the name Nobody. Long story short, Nobody ends up having an influence over the then 10-year-old Damien, and Damien seemingly runs away with him in favor of a more violent vigilante approach. And Batman, of course, is determined to find and rescue Damien from Nobody's influence, so Batman goes searching for his son in this futuristic-looking Batmobile. Now, I know this Batmobile is a huge departure from what we're used to seeing, but I think it's pretty cool. I sometimes describe it as the Tron Batmobile because the wheels and the red nacelles resemble the Tron light bikes. For me, this Batmobile is sort of this all-purpose vehicle, and it fits in perfectly with the storyline in the book. When Batman goes to retrieve Damien, he doesn't know what to expect, so he takes a vehicle that will sort of cover all of the bases. The synopsis in the magazine, it does a pretty good job of describing the features for this Batmobile. It reads, "Fitted with a static field generator and with pulsing coils on the outer wheel trims, the Batmobile was propelled by the power of electromagnetism. The interaction of the two electromagnetic fields drove the wheels and launched the car at near jet speeds with very little drag. The car's plane-like cockpit contained twin seats and displayed the usual GPS, radar, and computer readouts. Most remarkable of all was the car's flight mode. At a simple flick of a switch, the Dark Knight could become airborne. The Batmobile was a scientific wonder, both on the ground and in the air." So, for me, it's another one of those Batmobiles like the Bat in The Dark Knight Rises. It's not really a car or a plane specifically. It's a Bat vehicle. And again, I think it's perfect for the scenario in the story. It's a Batmobile that could be used to ram into buildings, or boats in this case. And it's a Batmobile that can transform into a flying machine. Now, the diorama for this one is pretty cool. It's a shot from inside the Batcave. And the 3D lenticular is from a single panel in the book. It's right before Bruce Wayne goes looking for Damien. It's an image of Bruce Wayne standing in front of a wall of video screens. The Bat computer is wired into every traffic camera, satellite, video feed, etc. And he's basically scouring all of Gotham City looking for Damien. The image is virtually identical to the panel in the book. The only real difference is they've added these bats in the corner here to sort of lend to that 3D image. The base is pretty basic. It's just an image of the cave floor. And the back of the base has a print of the staircase, which lines up with that portion of the lenticular. And it all really works together. It's another one of those dioramas that's really meant to highlight the model. So, taking a closer look at this model in the Batcave, it is obviously a very futuristic design, but again, I think Eaglemoss did a pretty good job with the overall detail. The headlights on the front and the sculpted ridges on what's supposed to be those electromagnetic field generators around the tires. And again, looking at some of the panels of the Batmobile in the book, the images in the book are really pretty cool. And I do think when you compare this model with those images, it's a pretty good representation of what we saw in the book. Now, this Eaglemoss Batmobile feels like it's entirely made of plastic. I don't believe there are any die-cast metal parts on it. It doesn't feel fragile at all, just the opposite, actually. It has a very solid construction, even with those electromagnetic coils on the front. Now, one complaint that I do have is I wish they would have made the red windshield on the top at least semi-transparent, so you can see inside the cockpit. I know that some collectors have complained about this with past models of the Batmobile, but it's never really bothered me. But this one, since it's so big and given the sort of round design, I think it would have been a nice touch to be able to see all of the detail inside the cabin for this one. In closing, I think this is a pretty cool model of the Batmobile. Now, it's not one of my favorites either, but it is a reminder of why I love this Eaglemoss line so much. They're doing such an amazing job of giving us a varied and a comprehensive look at the range of Batmobiles over the past 75 years. I love the fact that they include these obscure and sometimes unusual models alongside many of the fan favorites. Now, I'm really curious to know what you guys think about this one, so I do hope you take a moment to leave a comment. So, we've been looking at the Eaglemoss Batman Automobilia issue number 35, the Batmobile from Batman and Robin Volume 2, number 5. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.